Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, the pass is picked off. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed with the defense flying to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of the first down. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Receiver in motion now. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the option play. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. And they'll set up with a PAT. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
He hands it off from the gun. He shreds the tackle. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Toss play to the outside. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. One down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold them to 3.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it in double coverage.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, bringing pressure. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid game. Alabama comes up from the line quickly. Try to pick up the third and short through the air. He eludes the rush. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that one's picked off. What a play. Steps out of bounds inside the 10. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the wideout goes in motion. Check out this call on first and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. See if they can convert the point after. efficiency is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Keeper on the quarterback draw. As the first down is still going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's looking deep here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. And the running back takes the handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He pulls it in for a big gain. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They've got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line. The clock is still running. Not to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. He's swarmed by the defense. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Handoff to the right side.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
There's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And now another deep ball here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the extra point was up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts from inside the 20. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Now he's looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 5th. The offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And they get the second half started with their running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete pass.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. The completion gains about 6 yards, and now it's a fourth down call. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Second down and goal, upcoming. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tulane. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Ball carrier running through tackles. The ball is loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. And they were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Single back, takes the handoff. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finding some room at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the quarterback dropping back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Motion now from the tight end. Flying for the touchdown on the right side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
35-14.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
Alabama, 14.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown. Tie.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Checks this down to the running back. It's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. comes the green wave offense back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Ball handed off. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. Man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
We'll give it to the running back. Physical running, fights off the defender. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Interesting choice here at the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, green wave. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's out of bounds at the 25, right where he would have been if he'd just taken a knee. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On 1st down, it's play action. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out the scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. 1st down here for this offense. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there, and it cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? A handoff to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And there's the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And they'll kick it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.